Hi, welcome to Laura's View and Tarot 2. I am so glad you're here. Today's date is Tuesday, November 5th, 2024. It is Election Day here in the United States. And if you've been wondering why I haven't been frantically following the news, it's because I've decided I've given the election process my energy by voting, and I don't want to give it a whole lot more. So hopefully, if you're watching this, you're also awake enough to realize that our energy is precious and we can direct where it goes. And to that end, I wanted to share a few things that I'll be doing for the next, let's see if it's 10 days. I'm going to ask about that tonight in the read. But I have downloaded a couple of series I've never seen that are based on real life experiences, loosely based, I'm sure. Scorpion and FBI with EYE about a deaf FBI agent. And I've got a couple novels to read. I've got some homework to do for an astrology class I'm taking. I have a grandson I want to spend time with and a school that he attends I volunteer at. So I'm going to keep busy with real practical things in my real life and just try to disengage from the election process. Now, the reason why is in 2020, I was so sure the shenanigans were going to be called out, and at the last minute, there would not be an administration allowed to take place that seemed to be under the auspices of number 46, and yet it happened. In fact, even though it's election day 2024, I still wouldn't mind having 2020 getting fixed. I'll admit it. Okay, so I'm not going to do that this year. I mean, I'm going to follow the results, and I'm hoping that there'll be a more dramatic and a more justice-based and true reflection of the will of the people result that happens. That's my hope, and I'm trying to manifest that. But I'm not going to follow all the blow-by-blow details, the ups, the downs. I'm not going to get on that roller coaster. I'm going to stick off to the side and wave, and I hope you do too. So I thought what I'd do tonight, instead of, I'm going to ask a yes or no element to this card read, and that is going to be because I have a fellow tarot reader who has no interest in having a YouTube channel, but communicates with me, in real life. And he had done a read and got that uh, we've got the 10 days of darkness coming up, that it's going to be like a 10-day interval before things start to really fall into place, however they're going to fall. And I wanted to ask if there's a truth to that possibility. There is a couple of 17 posts that mention that the 10 days of darkness, and in one post it is misspelled as darn Cass. But when 17 was asked when that would happen, he said after the shutdown. So is the shutdown going to be the balloting process or some sort of, travel or what have you? I don't know, but let's see. And also, bearing in mind that those 17 posts quite often had multiple meanings and multiple applications. So I'm just going to ask, are we coming up on one of the potential outcomes that were hinted at in those 17 posts with the 10 days darkness related to this election cycle plus additional insights and information we need to know to get through the coming 10 days? Okay. So let's get those insights and see if there's a yes or no element to that. And again, that is there truth to that thought? Truth and merit that we're entering into a 10-day interval that's election based, balloting based, and then additional insights and information, especially for getting through that set interval, whether it is or not. Okay, I'm going to switch the camera. You can watch me work at the cards and we'll find out together. We're looking for insights. We're looking for information. We're looking for advice. And just, I think a confirmation that we are so, so wise to observe events and not absorb them. And sometimes that means giving them a while to settle down. That 48-hour rule is excellent. And I think we need to employ it probably. Let's find out. Okay. Okay, universe, is there truth in that thought and speculation that one of the Applications of the 10 days of darkness may involve this current balloting situation we're in, plus additional insights and information for those of us um, going through these 10 days here in the United States, or if we're interested in this election outcome wherever we are. Okay, we got a firm yes here with the Ace of Wands. So that we are coming up, that we are in a 10-day, this is day one of a 10-day interval, folks. So pace yourselves. Okay. So we have Ace of Wands, we have the Eight of Swords, talking about some waiting, talking about already kind of giving us some clues. Knight of Swords, Knight of Pentacles, military is the only way. We got a couple of military cards showing up here. Five of Cups, the World. Ooh, okay, we got the Three of Swords. So let's look here. First of all, the yes or no element of our question has already been answered with the situation. We have the Ace of Wands, boom. So yeah, the 10 Days of Darkness that's listed in the 17 posts, this is one of those applicable times. So boom, got it there. Now, I'm glad that the particular ace that was chosen by the universe to show up as our yes or no one was the wands one, because this is first of all, it's a fast moving energy. So this 10 days may seem long to us, but we really are getting into some end game plays going on here, guys. And it's a success card, new beginnings card. So, yeah, there's a new beginning that's going to be starting. Okay, not a continuation of the old and painful. Now, we've got the kind of patient waiting indicated here with the swords, the Eight of Swords. Again, you have to be willing to wait patiently. If you're not, her bindings aren't really keeping her there. She has decided to go ahead and kind of let them hinder her, but they don't have to. So again, we have that choice. It's a free will universe. We can follow all of these bumps and shenanigans blow by blow and item by item, or we can say, I'm just going to check in briefly, in a day or two, see what's going on, check back out, and come back in a day or two. So, again, look for Laura's View and Tarot 2 over the coming days to either be about, patient waiting, strategies, or looking at events in other countries, because we're going to have to let this election process play out here in the United States. It is going to be a process. Recent past, we have the White Hats. They are determined to move this game forward, okay, to have things change, and they're ready. This is a readiness and military action, lots of energy card here. We're not going to worry that it's reckless energy because the current is Knight of Pentacles. We've been told that there's a plan, that military is the only way. This is a card that talks about very stable and well thought out military strategy. So this should be reassuring. We need it because look forward. In the near future, we've got three cards here. The near future one by itself, and then we start to get into some insights and information. The near future one is the card that has always for me indicated 46 because this sadness and just a lack of ability to look around and see that there's still some positives still left. So I'm thinking that this means that the 46 administration, which has been heralded by nothing but lies, falsehoods, and really hasn't had a true authority to its administration and setup, is kind of going away. And I'm really happy to see the world card show up here because the world card means a victory. And a victory talks about a light victory. It's not for the dark. So again, yeah, we've got some days of waiting to go on. It's a white hat thing, and in the near future, we're going to say goodbye to Mr. B and to all all different varieties of him. And don't be sad about it because his time is ending. That means that he and his attendant, his VP, is also going to be going bye-bye. Let's get some cards here because I really want some insights and information about what to do. King of Swords, Six of Wands, reassuring, reassuring. Five of Wands and Hanged Man. So let's look at what this is saying. Okay, King of Swords is a very wise. He's about truth, knowledge. Okay, diplomacy, being rational and logical. So again, use those this time, this interval to employ those skills of observing events without absorbing them, which for me, and maybe for you, means limiting my exposure to them because then I can control my reactions and how much I can just dispassionately absorb, observe without absorbing. The victory card here with the six, so again, white hats, often Mr. T card, but just as itself as a King of Swords, it's a card of logic, diplomacy, and truth. Okay, and then victory. So really good cards here showing up in the near future. Okay, we have the Five of Wands. Fives are temporary situations. There is going to be some unrest. There are those that want us to be caught up in the drama, and don't let the tail wag the dog, guys. Okay, so don't get caught up in this because there are some that want that. Okay, it's fine to just say, hey, children, you just finish up with all your shenanigans and just, we'll see at the end line here. And again, the hanged man for our final thing, look at things in a new way. And this may be also kind of telling us to look at other things in the coming 10 days because we were asking for some insights. So as I said, where I've downloaded a couple of family friendly, based on true story, things to watch. I've got some homework to do, some books to read. Find ways to get yourself through the next 10 days that are practical, logical, have nothing to do with politics, just have to do with living your best life and being the best person you can in the process. And I think you're going to be happy with that. So, again, looking at things in a new way and maybe making a plan. So, and my plan is for the next 10 days, minimize my political exposure and choose to keep my energy to myself and not get wrapped up in the election shenanigans. And there will be shenanigans. We know there will be. But hopefully this time they won't be allowed to seem to have borne fruit. That's my hope. We'll find out if and hey, this is a good manifestation practice for me. So that's what I'm going to manifest. Okay. Because we really need to move this show along and start making sure our babies are safe and our world is headed in the right direction. So let's recap. I was asking if there was truth to the speculation that for the next 10 days, we may be actually in a period of the 10 days of darkness that is alluded to in numerous 17 posts, and again, with the knowledge that often there's multiple times and ways that those posts can be applied and multiple meanings and then multiple opportunities. And our very first card down was the Ace of Wands saying yes on that. Then we were looking for insights and information for what to expect, advice, insights, information. We got reassurance that, we're told the military is the only way. Military, this is our recent pass card. Yeah, the military's on this, and no worries that it's reckless or poorly thought out because the stable military genius type of card, this Knight of Pentacles showed up as the current in the near future. Looks like we're going to be saying goodbye. Well, we knew that anyway. 46 is leaving the stage. He didn't seek re-election and stuff. And he and all his assorted versions of himself are going to be going bye-bye. All right. Now, but the first and strongest insight card is the world. The world is a victory card. The world means that the world's going to be going to a better place. So we're moving on. We are moving on in a good way. There's a period of waiting involved with that. We know that. We had another victory card with the Six of Wands showing up. Wands are fast moving. So even though this 10 days maybe seem pretty long for us as we go from the 5th of November to the 15th and just see how that 10 days shakes out and what events happen in there, it really isn't that long a period of time. And it's good to keep that in mind. Now, we were looking for advice. If there's some strife and drama, you can choose not to participate. You can say, I'll see you later, guys. You guys hash it out. I'm not doing this. I'm just not doing this. And maybe make yourself a plan for other things, activities and things you can do that are useful, helpful, cross things off your to-do list, what have you. Keep your feet on the ground and your head out of the clouds for the next 10 days. Okay? The hangman says we're going to be looking at things in a new way, and part of that is look at how you're going to get through these next 10 days in a new way. Make those plans, okay? Act on them. As I said, for myself personally, I'm going to be limiting my exposure to US politics for the next 10 days, just because I don't want to get caught up in them. I know that I am a powerful manifester, and I've got a lot of energy, and I want to be very mindful about where I direct it. And I think you should too, because I'm not unique. I'm just starting to recognize that I have these abilities and capabilities, but they're not unique. We all have them. We're just not all embracing them at the same speed. And some are way ahead of me. So that's it for this video. Enjoy the next 10 days. Expect the unexpected. Be ready to, since you're expecting the unexpected, that means there's going to probably be occasions where you change your plans or you see things in a new way or something else, a truth is known that was previously hidden. And we're going to just roll with all of it, okay? In ways that we look back on with pride and go, when everybody else got caught up in it, I didn't. Just like some of us are prideful that, when there was so much pressure on to do a certain protocol, we said no, thank you. Some of us quietly, some of us loudly, but none of us regret that. So let's have our actions and reactions in the coming days and weeks be ones we look back on and go, I did that right. I've screwed up a lot in my life, but I did that right. That's my goal. I hope it's yours too. Anyway, until next time, if you're willing to receive it, I send you love, light, and I wish everything bright for you. Bye.